Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. I got the milk. See? I mean, it's a little empty. Okay. I mean, no, half full. It's half full, but I still got it. Whole milk. So if you're lactose and you know you can't drink milk, you need the lactose-free milk. That's a little too bad, buddy. Sorry about that. It's been how long since I've uploaded? Right? About like 5 months. Wow. And since the last Pokemon video, over half a year. That doesn't look too good, right? When you think about it, it's like, wow, half a year gone. That's crazy. So it may look like I pulled like Corey Kenshin, okay, but we're back. Okay, no shade to Corey, but I love Corey. I have a good explanation. For those who don't know, I've been going to university like starting half a year ago, 5 months ago, but basically kind of when I stopped uploading. I really wanted to focus more on my like academics and stuff, and it was just kind of like an adjustment period of just, you know, figuring out how to handle or like balance the, you know, school and not school stuff. Just kind of balancing that. I had a lot of other things that were just on my mind, and I was just really busy. YouTube's more of a hobby right now at the moment because subscriber count and view count, they just don't compute. We're not getting paid for this, guys, so it's like it's a hobby. But by the time this video is uploaded, it's probably gonna be 2024 already. So what's up, guys? Hey, 2024! Wow, woo! Happy New Year! But it's crazy to think about. We've had 2023. It's been a pretty good year for the channel. I mean, personally, I think it's been a pretty good year. We almost hit 300 subscribers. This video is kind of it's gonna be like one of those video updates, I guess, at least for the first part. If you guys want to skip through, by the way, to just straight to the video, timestamp will probably show up right here. But I'm just gonna talk a bit about, like, you know, life updates. Channel almost hit 300 subscribers. Mostly all thanks to the last Pokemon video, which I will talk about more about Pokemon. At the end of the video, I'll talk more about all the support we've gotten throughout the months that we were uploading. We can't thank you guys enough. It was really good. It was just really crazy is the word that I just keeps popping up into my mind, but it's true. It's awesome to see the support that we've been getting in the videos we've been posting. Of course, now probably we won't be getting as much views as we did before because of the consistency. Like we were pretty consistent when we were uploading, but you know, 5 months break, it will kill the momentum, that's for sure. I don't really know what else to say except for like just kind of like a thank you to everybody out there, all the viewers, and all the people who are supporting us, all the subscribers. And let's hope 2024 is just as good, if not better, year for the channel. And I know you guys want to really jump into the video because you clicked on it. You've been wanting a Pokemon Scarlet video, or at least a Pokemon video in general, for about 7 months now. And here I am to deliver 7 months later. Fantastic. Maybe 8 months by the time it's uploaded. And but yeah, let's just jump right into it, right? Part 2. Let's go. Back into the game theory. This is our team, huh? Okay. Let's see what I can work with. So before I could jump right into the game all willy-nilly, I wanted to plan out how I wanted to go from challenge to challenge. And by challenge, I mean like gyms and stuff. I wanted to plan something out because some of my friends who have played the game told me that the way that things are placed around the map, the gyms, titans, etc., aren't in order, so I could hypothetically go up against a really overpowered gym by accident. And you know what? That doesn't sound like something I want happening. After getting different opinions on what routes would be the best, I ended up choosing this one. I found it on Google Images. Ignoring the quality, we already hit the first gym, the Cortondo gym, and according to the map, the next challenge I'd be hitting up would be the Stony Cliff Titan. I kind of had a hard time locating that on my map though. Since I knew that the next challenge I would head to after defeating the Stony Cliff Titan was Artisan Gym, I decided to switch out some Pokemon from my team, and now this is what my team looks like. Most of the day, and honestly most of the whole video, is of me just catching a bunch of Pokemon. That's the whole point of the game, right? But I mean, honestly, still not too sure how entertaining that is. Just footage of collecting Pokemon, but oh well. Y'all enjoyed it last time, so y'all are weird, but thanks, I guess. The first Pokemon I caught was a Starly. I renamed them Shart because I mixed the word shooting and star together, and that's what popped out. It's stupid, but I thought it was funny. And it's stupid. Shart. You know what? Yeah, that's the one. The next Pokemon I catch is a Mastiff, and I renamed them to Pete from like the Mickey Mouse series. I don't know why. Maybe it was like their face with their expression, but they really just, they look like Pete. I don't know. I run into a level 17 Diglett that's terrestrialized. Hope I'm saying that right. And I decided to add them to my team to replace Seuss. I renamed them to Seuss Jr. I catch a Combee and renamed them to Hunbee, which is just honey and bee together, I guess. That one's pretty lazy. No lie. I catch a Kricketot and renamed them to Tater Tot because they're like small, like a tater tot, I guess, and stuff, and tot. They both end with tot. How about the waitress? Why are you all the way over here? There's no tables. There's no service. And you got a Pichu? You gonna die. I'm gonna cry. I'm closing up shop. There are no damn restaurants here, lady. After yelling at that waitress, I decided to catch a Mareep and renamed them to Wooly based on the character from Amanda the Adventurer. I tried catching this Makuhita, but I almost got my ass beat because it kept spamming arm thrust. Oh god, oh! Alright. Oh my god! I do end up capturing it, thankfully, and renamed them to Butterbean.
Is Butterbean okay?
Tadpole? The hell? After questioning the existence of this Pokemon, I catch it and rename it Yellow Tad because it reminded me of Yellowtoad from the New Super Mario Bros. Games, like the head part, I guess, of it, and also Tad as in like tadpole. And you know, at least in my mind, it makes sense. And I can't actually like find footage of me renaming this Pokemon, but like, oh well. Let's say you. It's 2 feet 4 inches tall and weighs 45.2 pounds. Yo mama. I ran into this weird looking Pokemon trainer who scares me for all the wrong reasons. Their Pokemon kept using Sand Tomb, which kept dealing damage to Demodog over time. I kept using potions to heal Demodog, which was a waste because I kept getting hurt anyways, and my moves kept missing. My recording even messed up at some point because I like pounded my desk. Avoided the attack, of course it did. What happened? It took me like 10 minutes and a lunch break, but I finally beat that guy and started to make my way towards the next challenge. Psych! I actually kept exploring this area for, you guessed it, more Pokemon to catch. Hooray! I run into a Tinkatink and accidentally kill it. No! But hey, at least Demodog learned Bite. Same with this Drowsy. Oh my god. I caught the second Drowsy though and renamed them Trunks, based off of the Dragon Ball character. You get a trunk nose. Like an elephant trunk, I don't know. I catch a Bronzor and rename it Meddling Kids. That's such a stupid name. You meddling kids. I finally catch a Tinkatink and rename them to Chella. Here's my reasoning. Charmy and Stella. Charmy from Sonic the Hedgehog. Stella from the Pink Egg Bird. Chella. Next, I catch a Mudbray and rename it Don Quixote for 2 reasons. 1, Don Quixote sounds like donkey if you pronounce it right, and 2, I thought Don Quixote rode a donkey, which is actually wrong. He rides a horse. Sancho Panza rides a donkey. This guy. I find a Rockruff and they kept raising their evasiveness, so I ended up renaming them Dodger once I caught them, because they were obsessed with dodging my attacks. Oh my god, it's a Mario! I find an Eevee and I thought I caught it, but... Please, Eevee, just get in the Pokeball. Damn it. Eevee, get in. Get in the Pokeball, Eevee, please! You dingus. What the hell? Eevee, what the hell? Eevee, come on. Thank you. What? It was 3! I almost killed it with Peck with just a sliver of health left, but I ended up catching it and keeping the name Eevee. A special exception since I like the name Eevee. I actually caught a second Eevee, but didn't rename them either. I wanted to catch this Vepaquin, but I didn't realize how much damage Leslie was gonna do with the Wing Attack, and then this happened. No, Leslie, you idiot! I did end up finding another one though, so all's well that ends well, I guess. Leslie learns Slash and forgets Fury Cutter, and Goober learns Poison Jab and forgets Slam. I renamed Vepaquin QB, which I think stands for Queen Bee or something. I don't really know like my thought process when I put that name in, but like maybe like, oh, cause it's like QB and like Q Ball maybe, or I don't think. Okay. Finally making it to South Province Area 3. You'll never believe what happens. That's right, I keep exploring for crap on the ground. I fight a couple trainers and also hop into this Terror Raid battle, and I end up catching the Pokemon Pineco. I rename it Pinecola. I think it just sounded nice off the tongue or something. Either that or I was just going mad, repeatedly saying the name over and over again, like out loud. I ran into this Cloth and it kept using Rock Tomb, which was really getting on my nerves because it was just really annoying. It kept doing a lot of damage. I catch it and rename it Señor Cangrejo, which is just Mr. Krabs in Spanish. I fight a couple more trainers, yada yada, you know how it is. BAM! Here's a Growlithe. I caught the Growlithe and renamed him El Tigre from that one Nickelodeon show called El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera. It's a good show, go watch it. After defeating some dude, Fletcher learns acrobatics and forgot Ember. You see this tower here? Well, for those who watched the last Pokemon video, there was a tower that had a Pokemon in it that was like in a chest, and I accidentally killed it and got really upset. I don't think in the last video I even showed footage of it because it was part of like the 2 hours in my video that like I lost the footage in. But yeah, I think it was like a Gamaghoul or something like that. Anyways, I wasn't gonna miss my chance to capture this guy a second time, and thankfully I did end up catching this little fella and renamed him to Lockup based off the chest enemy from Banjo-Kazooie. I finally reached the Stony Cliff Titan, which is just a giant Cloth, and fight it with Leslie. The game, however, tells me that none of Leslie's moves are effective. Ruh-roh, whatever will I do? Oh, what do you mean not very effective? Look at that. I pretty much just spam slash until the thing whimpers away in defeat. The Titan Cloth began eating something. Arvin, where the hell did you come from? Turns out that something that the giant Cloth is about to consume is the Herba Mystica thing that Arvin talked about before in the last video. So yeah, that can't be any good. I used slash thinking that it would do about the same damage as before, but oh boy was I wrong! It only took off like a sliver of health, but thankfully Arvin's Pokemon was taking all the hits from like this giant Pokemon, so I switched to Wing Attack and that did way more damage than slash. And I guess Arvin's Pokemon helped a bit too. Barely. The next Wing Attack almost kills the beast, but Arvin's Shelter, who is still taking all the hits mostly, steals the kill from me. Just kind of the bait. There's no way you did the last blow. Unbelievable! This guy just piggybacked off me! These Titan Pokemon are... Yeesh. I sure don't like having something so tough out to get me. Shut up, man. I hate you so much. I don't know. Why am I helping you? I bet somewhere in here there's more of that Herba Mystica the Titan was eating. Quick, let's have a look around before it comes back. We killed it, but alright. Watch your step. It's pretty dark. Wow, I can see clearly. Whoa, it's the pink W-E-E-D. This is one of the Herba Mystica. It's exactly how it looked in the book. Yes, we actually found one, and it's all thanks to you, Mark. Of course, it was like 90% me. 98. Alright, now it's my turn to show off what I can do. You're about to get a taste of my cooking. Finally. Look, that's the way you can win me over, okay? Food. You hear that, ladies? The weight of my heart is through my stomach. Cool, I got an Arvin bird. Stony Cliff Titan defeated. Half of legends. I mean, I guess we look like we're having some fun. Posing for that Instagram. Is mine just the herb? I don't see no meat on mine. Hey, kid, I just heard Koraidon! What's up with that thing? It just comes out of its ball on its own whenever it wants? Hell yeah, I do. Hey. That doesn't smell like it's from the Subway's menu. Hey now! No, that's not for you! Mark. Give me the sandwich, boy. Yeah, there you go. I'm good boy, Mark. That's why I let you ride me. Hey! I went through all the trouble of making that for you, and you just give it away? If we didn't give it away, I was gonna eat him. What? Nothing. Here, you can have half of mine, but you'd better savor every last bite. Hey! I want a bite of that one too. Huh? You already ate that whole thing? Hell yeah, I did. Whoa! Koraidon will be able to dash now. Hey, is it me or has this thing sort of powered up somehow? Arvin, where are you looking? Like, what are you doing? Kid, I'm like right here. You don't gotta look to my side. I'm literally standing right in front of you. Whoa! He's here! Oh, I can't believe it! The power of these herbs really is worth guarding. To think, he was standing right in front of me this whole time. Huh. What the hell is wrong with you? Just leave all this to me.
Though I'd be much obliged if you get a start on searching out the remaining 4 Herba Mystica for it.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
Since it does seem like it helps out Koraidon. Hell yeah, it does. I really owe you. Okay, the coast is clear. You can come out now.
And they're not gonna show us.
Yep. The mystery!
Now that I know that the Herba Mystica can help Koraidon regain his lost power, it gives me some more incentive to go after more of those Titan challenges for the herbs. But we're gonna stick to this map for now, so... Now that I defeated the Stony Cliff Titan, the next challenge I have to go to is the Artisan Gym for the Grass type badge. At some point while trying to reach the gym, I defeated a Pokemon and Fuecoco learned Snarl and forgot Round. And that's pretty much it for the first day. Next day!
Touching grass is not enough. I need horrible things to happen to...
I never really found Pokemon to be that interesting. Like,
I arrive at the Artisan Gym and this lady tells me I have to do this game of Sunflora hide and seek before I can challenge the gym leader, which turned out to be easier than I expected.
what the hell? You're just sleeping there. Alright. There's another. There's another. You guys really didn't try.
After collecting all the Sunflora I needed, I was now able to battle against the gym leader Brassius, the Verdant Virtuoso. Hopefully I said that right. I thought I did. Virtuoso? Brassius sends out a level 16 Petalil, and I send out Fuecoco. Fuecoco uses Incinerate, and it cremates the Petalil as it faints. Next, Brassius brings out a level 16 Smoliv, and again, Fuecoco cremates the Pokemon with Incinerate. Lastly, Brassius brings out Sudowoodo and terrestrializes them. This would have been a big deal, but thankfully Fuecoco used Incinerate again to leave the Sudowoodo with a sliver of health left, and I was able to finish them off using Ember. And with that, I was able to claim my second gym badge.
Yeah, look at his poses in front of the windmill.
By the way, his hair's kind of weird. It's like seaweed.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy who came up to me after my match, and his name was Hazel or Hassel. Apparently he's one of the Elite Four of the Pokemon League, and wanted to give me a warning that I should train more so that when I fight him, I don't lose with like regrets or something. Like, okay dude, like whatever you say. After ignoring Hazel or Hazel's warning, my next venture would be to head off and fight the Open Sky Titan for the next Titan badge. Unfortunately, my gamer completionist brain had decided that it wanted to spend the rest of the day catching a bunch of Pokemon, so that's what we'll be talking about for the next few minutes or so. So, skip to this timestamp if you want to see me fight this Open Sky Titan. The first Pokemon I caught was a Rookidee, and I renamed them Nightwing based off the DC character of the same name. Next, I caught a Skiddo, and at first I had a hard time naming them, until for some reason my mind went to the movie Hoodwinked, and so I renamed them Japeth based off of the goat from Hoodwinked. I caught a terrestrialized Dunsparce and renamed them Silky based off of Starfire's pet from Teen Titans. I think they look somewhat similar, you know, besides the fact that one is pink and an alien and one isn't. Next, I caught a Nimble and renamed them Clipper because the things on his back look like bag clippers. Like, I'm not really sure if I see it now, but past me thought so. Before even catching this Squawkabilly, I already knew that I was going to rename them Elvis based off the king of rock and roll himself. It was the hair and feathers that gave him this Elvis look to me. Also, they do have different color variants, and I do catch them all, but I won't be showing them here because all I end up doing is calling them Elvis version Blink. So, we can just move on to the next Pokemon. I caught these adorable little mice Pokemon called Tandemaus and renamed them Mick and Min, based on Mickey and Minnie from Disney. Next, I caught an Oricorio and renamed them to Tango because they are dancing Pokemon and the setting is supposed to be in Spain or something. I caught a Corvisquire, which is an evolved version of Rookidee, and I renamed them
Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. There we go. This comes natural.
I caught a Murkrow and renamed them Jim. I'll let you put two and two together. Next, I caught a Shuppet and renamed them Teru, based off the Teru Teru Bozu dolls. I caught a really cool looking Charcadet and renamed them El Fuego, which is just the fire in Spanish, but it's still a killer name, not gonna lie. After catching this Drifloon, Leslie forgot Double Hit and learned Focus Energy. I initially renamed Drifloon Mallow based off the Super Mario RPG character because of their cloud hair, but decided to rename them Balloony based off the balloon that Dr. Doofenshmirtz loved in the show Phineas and Ferb. Next, I caught an Oinkoloin and renamed them to Miss Piggy. Yes, I am aware that Miss Piggy is a pig and not a hog, but I don't care. Sue me! Next, I caught a Komala and renamed them Frank based off one of the brothers from the Koala Brothers show. Let me know in the comments if you also remember this show, because I feel like I saw it once on Cubo as a kid, and then completely forgot about it until trying to rename this Pokemon. Next, I caught a Spoink and renamed it Oinko Boingo, based off the band Oinko Boingo, but Oink instead of Oink. Because pig. I went into this Terra Raid battle and caught a Squovit and renamed them Cheeky Bugga. That one should be pretty obvious as to why. Next, I caught a Shinx and renamed them Lil Sparky, because they're little and a lightning type. So, Sparks! I caught a Leo and renamed them Simba, because I'm sure no one else on this planet who has played a Pokemon game has ever thought of naming their Lion Cub Pokemon based off of a popular kids movie character. I caught a Deerling and renamed them Bambi. Boom! Moving on. After catching a Stantler, Seuss Jr. forgets Sand Attack and learns Slash. I renamed the Stantler Lewis based off the Beastars character. I catch a Ghastly and renamed them Moroi. I think I googled what a ghost vampire is called, and that popped up as the first thing for Wikipedia. Nothing crazy. I take about an hour break, but after coming back to the game, I catch a Gumshoes and renamed them to Eddie's Bro, because they look like Eddie's brother from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Next, I caught a Stunky and renamed them Stella based off the skunk character from Over the Hedge. Stella! Next, I caught a Shroomish and renamed them to Rusula? It's based off a real-life mushroom name. Again, I probably just searched something up on Google and that popped up. Nothing crazy. A couple minutes later, I catch a Croagunk and renamed them Leapfrog based off Leapfrog. Only 2000s kids probably remember Leapfrog. If you're watching this and are 2000s kids and remember Leapfrog, remember this!
Yo, we got it! Let's go! Oh, I'm in the wall.
I tried catching this Basculin, but it just didn't want to get caught. So, after many attempts, I switched to a Great Ball and then... Thank you.
Damn, man. He was just not satisfied with being in a regular Pokeball, I guess. I don't know.
I renamed them Fufu because they are only satisfied with the pricey things in life, like Great Balls. I caught a Marill and was going to call them Blue Mary, like from Bible. But then I thought, wait a minute, we in Spain! She should be called Maria! An hour later, I killed this kid's Pokemon and Demodog began to evolve into Houndoom. Next, I caught a Pawniard, and even at first sight, I knew what I was going to call this Pokemon. Shredder. Based off TMNT. I caught a Teddy Ursa and renamed him Roosevelt. Get it? It's a Teddy Pokemon, and there was a dude named Teddy Roosevelt. I miss you, Robin Williams. Next, I caught a Steenie and renamed them Cream from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. You know, Cream the Rabbit. They like gave. It was kind of like the same vibe. I don't know. I caught a Venonat and didn't change their name because I have some nostalgia for Venonat from some episodes I watched as a kid of like the Indigo League series of Pokemon. So he has now joined the Special Exceptions Club. I caught Spitops and renamed them Silk Senior because I think they evolved from that one spider Pokemon I renamed Silk in the first video. I probably popped up an image on screen, but yeah, that's it. Moving on. I caught a Luxio and renamed them Sparky since their lesser version was named Lil Sparky, and this guy, well, he ain't Lil no more. I caught a Seviper and renamed it Ka based off the Jungle Book character. This guy. Boom. Image. You see it? Editor me, please put up a JPEG or something that's low quality on screen. Next, I caught a Vigoroth and renamed him King Louie or King Lou. No, not that King Louie or Lou. Get him out. The one from the Jungle Book. We're trying to stay in Disney theme here, editor me. Jeez. Oh yeah, Seuss Jr. evolved into Doug Trio. They learned Sand Tomb and forgot Rock Tomb. Next, I caught a Mankey and renamed him Connor, based off the YouTuber / Twitch streamer CDogVA. He probably wouldn't be watching this, but if he is, hey Connor, how's it going? I caught a Skiploom and renamed them Airborne. Air because they fly, and Born because...
I don't know why. Don't ask me. Please. Please join us. Yeah! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Zangoose.
For some reason, I was really excited when catching this Zangoose, and I thought they looked like Grumpy Cat, so I renamed them Grumpstar, because they've got a Rockstar vibe, and I have a grumpy face. I caught an Arrokuda and renamed them Barry. because they're based off of Barracuda, I'm assuming, and so Barry is short for Barracuda. At some point, I took a break and had a picnic with my Pokemon and washed them. I'm still not 100% sure what this necessarily does for me, but I would occasionally end up taking time to do this here and there throughout the playthrough because I think it helps your Pokemon like you, maybe, or something. I don't even know. I could Google it, but I'm too busy typing up this script, and I got jelly starch in my closet and goats in my balcony. I go into this Terra Raid battle and catch a Sandy Gas and rename them Sandy. That is the worst name by far, just by how lazy I think it is. Like, yeah, he's made of sand, we get it. It's just not good at all. This is actually making me a little upset, so how about we just move on? I see this black steak and I pull it out. I have no idea what it's for or what it did, but it was probably story related or something. So if it is, and it's like a big part of the story, do not tell me. Maybe give me a hint to what it's for, but no spoilers because I want to try and figure it out for myself without searching it up. But if it's not super story heavy related, whatever this was, tell me. I don't care. I catch a Capsicid after coming back from a break and rename them Nudo from Star vs. Forces of... Also, the background noise you're hearing is a Wendigoon video I had playing in the background while playing the game. So shout out to Wendigoon. He makes great videos. I hope I get to meet him someday. He seems like a cool guy. I was having a hard time coming up with a name for this Flittle, but I ended up settling for Misa Amane from the anime Death Note. I think it was the pigtails that made me decide on the name, and the dead eyes, but that's neither here nor there. I caught a Phanpy, and guess what I renamed them? You have 10 seconds to answer in the comment section. Dumbo. Next, please, move on. I caught a Swablu and renamed them Nimbus, based off the cloud that Goku rides on in Dragon Ball. I catch a Riolu and renamed him Lil Luke, which I think is like Lil Lucario or something, but instead of Lucario, I shortened it to Luke. Awesome, dude. Moving on. I tried catching an Arcanine, but Leslie got obliterated, so I had to switch to Goober, who's a lot more tankier, but unfortunately, it died due to Goober's poisoning over time, even though I wasted like so many balls on this Pokemon, so I was pretty upset. And Goober fainted from the burn too, so he didn't get any XP. So that's sick, bro. Demodog forgot Howl and learned Beat Up, and Leslie forgot Focus Energy and learned Agility. I caught a Goomy and renamed them Goopy, because they look goopy like Oobleck or something. I catch a Barboach and I thought that they looked like a catfish, so I renamed them Not Catfish, because it turns out they're not a catfish. Did I mention how much I hate fish Pokemon? Naming them is the absolute worst. It takes me a while to rename this Hatina or Hatena, but I settle on Cinnamoroll based off of a Hello Kitty character, I think. Do they look similar? Editor me, put a JPEG on screen and compare the two. I caught a Pachirisu and noticed that under their name it said Squirrel, and I'm not super sure if I'm even pronouncing that right, but I thought that was weird and I ended up renaming them El Squirrel because Spain. I catch a Pomo, but I really liked the name and so I didn't end up renaming them. Welcome to the Special Exceptions Club, Pomo. Next I caught a Gibble and renamed them Beam based off the Shark Fiend from Chainsaw Man. I'd say that's a fitting name. Not bad, man. Not bad. I then caught a Sableye and renamed them Gremlin because they gave off Gremlin vibes. I actually don't know. I'm making this up as I type this into the script. I went from a good rename to a questionable one in mere seconds. Now that's talent. Next, I caught a Salandit and I renamed them Sukuna based off of the Jujutsu Kaisen character. It was the eye that really made me lean towards this name. Like, it just looks like they're gonna start maniacally laughing and or smiling at me whilst they rip my heart out. Good name. I end up near the ocean area and catch a Waterroll and rename them Mr. Popper based off the movie Mr. Popper's Penguin starring Jim Carrey as Tom Popper. I think it's because the Pokemon looked like a penguin to me or something. I don't really know. Hey, does anyone remember this movie besides the scene where the penguins crap all over Jim Carrey? I catch a Shelder and rename them Shelby because I thought it was a nice name and nothing else. I remember being horrified when coming across this Wiglet, so I renamed it Earthween. I had initially written a paragraph explaining why I renamed this Pokemon Earthween, but I think any explanation makes this rename even worse than it already is, so we're just gonna move on. I catch a Quillfish and renamed it Bloat, based off the pufferfish from Finding Nemo.
Shark bait! Enough of the shark bait.
I caught a Crabrawler and renamed them Frary. Half of the name is based off Frankie from One Piece, and the other is based off Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob. So we combined the two for best of both worlds. I catch this Larvitar and renamed him Larva Boy. And I am having a mental crisis trying to figure out why I renamed him that. Like, in the commentary, I even say Larva Boy, like I'm quoting it from somewhere. But even then, I was like, where is that even from? And I'm editing this going, I don't know, dude, you came up with that. I seriously need help with this. It's driving me insane. I tried Googling where this could be from, but all it does is take me to Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And I don't think it's from there. I think Google is just making a mistake with Lava Girl and Larva Boy. Like, if anyone can help me with this, this would be really great. Like, I don't know if it's from a show or a movie, but a character says something like, Larva Boy, with that same sort of tone and accent. Like Larva Boy, and I don't know. So yeah, that's my rant / mission for the internet. Moving on. After a couple minutes, I eventually get close enough to the Titan to alert Arvin, since he starts calling me, saying like, watch out for falling rocks. But I don't even worry about that because this is where I end the second day. So let's move on to the third day. I started the third day by catching a Bombardier and renamed him Andy Samberg because he voiced the stork in the movie Storks. I get near the top of the mountain, but I decide to venture onto another path, which led me further from the open sky Titan, so more Pokemon to catch. Yippee! After defeating this trainer's Luxio, Goober forgot Poison Tail and learned Sludge Wave. I get into a Terror Raid battle and catch a Roller and renamed him Jawbreaker because the round ball that the Pokemon is rolling looks like a Jawbreaker. Next, I caught a Numel and renamed him Matt Patel, based off the Scott Pilgrim character from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I run around some more and end up finding a Cyclizar.
What? Yo! Okay, we gotta capture this. Please, let us capture you, Cyclizar! Yeah! Woo!
I end up capturing the Pokemon and it gets to keep its name because I liked it.
Let me ride you. Let me ride you. You can't ride him? You can't ride Cyclizar? How? Wait, no, Cyclizar, come back, run!
Well, after that disappointment, I captured a Flabébé and renamed it Rosetta, based off the Garden Talent Fairy character from Tinkerbell. I tried catching this Donphan, but it kept using Rollout, and it ended up killing 3 of my Pokemon.
Oh god. Stop using Rollout. It killed Leslie! Oh my god, it's gonna kill him. It killed Goober too! Oh my god! Go! I'm sorry, you two that died. It was for a good cause. Come on! No! Are you serious? And Suze Jr.'s dead. Oh my god.
I do end up capturing them using a Great Ball, and I renamed them Autobots, because they really love to roll out. Next, I caught a Chansey and renamed them Birdo from Super Mario Bros. 2 because they are pink and have an egg. I caught a Silicobra and renamed them Craig based off the snake character from Sanjay and Craig, that one Nickelodeon show nobody remembers. I tried catching this Floette, but they didn't want to enter a regular Pokeball, so I switched to a Great Ball. I changed their name to Florida, based off the rapper. No real reason except they both start with Flo. I catch a Love Disc and renamed them to Corazon, which is just heart in Spanish. I catch a Finizen and renamed them to Winter based on the dolphin from Dolphin Tale. I found a Haunter and I used lots of resources in order to catch them and didn't even realize that they ended up unaliving themselves, which meant I wasted all those resources for no reason.
Super Potion, what? Curse. Oh, that was some sick ass. Wait, no, you killed yourself! Why?
So after all of that, I finally decided to climb the mountain and fight the Open Sky Titan, which turns out to be just a giant Bombardier. Goober uses Sludge Wave, which not only poisons, but slashes the Titan's health in half, which was great. The Open Sky Titan uses another move on Goober, but was no match for the second Sludge Wave, leading the Pokemon to search for the Herba Mystica inside the mountain. I use a potion to heal Goober, and the Open Sky Titan torments Goober for his treachery. Arvin's Knackley used Rock Throw, and it took off a bit of health from the Open Sky Titan. The Open Sky Titan used Rock Throw back at Arvin's Knackley, and Goober used Poison Jab, which nearly kills it, but like not enough. Knackley uses Rock Throw again, and it left the Open Sky Titan with like 1 HP left. But thankfully Goober had poisoned the Open Sky Titan, and the Open Sky Titan just died. It died from the poison.
And you're dead. Yeah, look at that happy boy. Look at that happy boy. Look at the goopy boy.
Arvin and I run into the cave and find the bitter herba mystica, and once again, make some subs. Oh yeah, we got a badge.
It's stinky! We do not look like we like the smell of it, actually.
Apparently, Arvin's Pokemon Mabosstiff was injured beyond potion repair, and so Arvin has been trying to heal him no matter what. It's a pretty sad story, honestly. We exit the cave and we learn that Koraidon can now swim on water. Yippee! The next challenge I have to go to is the Dark Crew base down the Starfall Street route, so I start by going down this river on the side of the mountain.
Whee! Let's go down. Rapid Water Park, have some fun. Rapid everyone.
Of course, I end up sidetracked, however, and spend the rest of my time today catching Pokemon. Again, I'm noticing a trend here. I found this terrestrialized Lokix and captured it, and was debating on renaming it Moby like the robot from Brain Pop, but in the end decided against it because I really like the name Lokix. While wandering around the mountain, I was caught off guard by this terrestrialized level 50 Jolteon, and tried chopping at its health with Leslie. The Jolteon kept using Yawn and putting Leslie to sleep though, which was really annoying, but not as annoying as it one-shotting Leslie.
Are you serious? After all that?
I sent out Seuss Jr. to try and heal Leslie, and then the Jolteon one-shotted Seuss Jr. too. I switched to Goober in hopes of healing Leslie and Goober being able to survive at least one attack from the Jolteon, but I was stoked to learn that Goober couldn't be affected by the Jolteon's Thunderbolt.
Goober! I love you!
Now that I had Leslie at full HP again, I needed Leslie to leave the Jolteon with at least enough HP to capture it. I once again send in Goober to try and take a good chunk of damage from the Jolteon, but not enough to kill it. I was scared of letting the Jolteon faint from Goober's poison effect, but I took a chance and it ended up working out. Good news, the Jolteon is not terrestrialized. Bad news, Goober is affected by Shadow Ball, so he is now taking lots of damage. And is asleep. I didn't want to keep wasting resources trying to lessen this Jolteon's HP, so I decided to use Ultra Balls to capture it, healing Goober enough to take hits from the Shadow Ball. And then, it happened.
Let's go! Yes! Woo! Goober! I love you! Goober's so good. Oh my god, what a legend. Fuecoco wants to learn the move Flamethrower.
Because we captured the Jolteon, Fuecoco learned Flamethrower and forgot Snarl, and Seuss Jr. learned Sandstorm and forgot Astonish. This Jolteon is the first Pokemon I had to use an Ultra Ball on, and I renamed them Zeus, because it was honestly really fitting.
Like, just look at that! Look at that stat! No wonder Leslie was getting boned over that. It's better than almost all my Pokemon, but I can't use level 50. I don't think it'll obey me.
I went back to the shore area to capture this level 54 Dragonair I saw when I couldn't swim. They were terrestrialized, so I knew this was going to be a pain in the butt. But thanks to the fight with Jolteon, I knew Goober wasn't affected by lightning moves.
Oh my god.
Okay, but he is affected by Dragon Pulse, so that's cool. Not. I had to heal Goober each time the Dragonair used Dragon Pulse because the move takes away half of Goober's health every time, and I could only attack when they used either a lightning move or Surf, which I didn't really realize does not affect Goober either because he absorbs water, and it also heals him. I kept using Mudshot because it was a safe bet that it would do damage but not kill the Dragonair, and once it de-terrestrialized, I switched to Leslie. My goal now was to use False Swipe to leave Dragonair at 1 HP, sealing this capture. But Dragonair used Surf and it nearly killed Leslie. However, one more False Swipe was enough to bring the HP to a point where I was satisfied. So I yeeted Leslie from the arena, switched back to Goober to use a Great Ball, and...
Yes! Let's go! Yes! Woo! We did it! Nice going, Goober!
Now that the Pokemon has been captured, it's time to pick a name. And you won't believe how I ended up deciding their name. Just watch.
You're missing Aurora. An Aura, not Aurora. You know what? Because of that, because I think I said Aurora. I'm thinking of Aurora when I see the word Aura. I'm gonna call him Borealis.
That's right, Borealis. Like Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely by this shore. Anyways, moving on. I captured this Torkoal and didn't change the name because I really liked it. Also, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned it before, but I started using these stones and stuff on my Pokemon to improve their stats, as you probably noticed throughout the gameplay. I got more of them. Anyways, that's it for this day.
Are you ready? Sweet dreams, baby.
This entire day was spent catching them all. Pokemon. But seriously, all I do this day is catch Pokemon, so if you want to skip to me arriving at the Dark Crew base, go to this timestamp. I'm gonna try and go through this day as fast as possible, so bear with me. The first Pokemon of the day was this Bruxish, and I renamed them Pucker, because they looked like they would sneak up to you and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Pucker up, Buttercup. I was fighting this trainer kid guy, and Demodog forgot Smog and learned Fire Fang. This trainer was holding back though, I guess, because he proceeded to beat up all my Pokemon using his Bear Take. But I still won. So, ha! Next, I caught a Kilowattrel and didn't rename them. I like the name. Join the club. Moving on. Next, I caught a Skrelp and renamed them Sheldon, based on the Seahorse character from Finding Nemo. I'll give that rename a 6 out of 10. If it was based off the little kid, 7. I catch a Floatzel and rename it Bozel.
Basil. Because you're the balls around here.
This guy stinks!
I caught a Tynamo and renamed it Spurm. And that one's obvious. Moving on, 8 out of 10.
You didn't stand a chance at all. You came into this fight and you thought you could win. You're dead. Bye. Idiot. What a dumbass.
After witnessing the death of a dumbass, I catch a Golduck and renamed him Howard, based on Howard the Duck. You might remember his cameo at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe, for some reason. 6 out of 10. I catch a Cloyster and rename them Shy Fella, because they won't come out of their shell. Aw, 4 out of 10.
How dare you. No! No! It did it again! It did it again!
I wanted to catch a Hawlucha, but it died from poison, and I was so pissed, man! Goober forgot Sludge Wave and learned Mega Horn. I catch a Toxtricity and renamed them Hobie Brown, based off the character Spider-Punk. His real name's Hobie. They're like a punk Pokemon. I like it. It's simple. 8 out of 10.
Oh! Oh! Fletcher's evolving. Damn! Fletcher, Talonflame.
I had to use my second Ultra Ball to catch this Metacam, and I renamed them Thighbow because of their huge thighs, man, and also because saying the name over and over again was funny to me.
Thighball. Thighball.
Next, I caught a Metatite, and I'll just play the clip.
Diapy. Tidy whitey. Tidy. He's got the tidy whities on. Tidy whitey. The tidy whitey. Tidy whiteys.
Stop saying tidy whitey! I caught a Dino and renamed them Saurio because dinosaur in Spanish is dinosaurio and half of dino is Saurio. This electric kept using bind, which was really annoying, so I renamed them.
You like to bind me. I'll just call it. It's electric. Kinker. You got a binding kink. You weirdo.
I used my first netball on this Gyarados and renamed them Tsunami. I like it. It's menacing, like a wrestling name. 7.5 out of 10. I was so relieved after I caught this Gabite or Gabit, as you can see here. I renamed them Demon Spawn. I hate you. I don't usually mention when I catch a different variation of a Pokemon I already caught, but I caught this blue Toxtricity and renamed them Bigger Nate, based on Nate. You know, this Pokemon I caught in the last video. Surprisingly, Fuecoco evolved into her final form here.
Fuecoco is evolving! Whoa! Yo! Let's go! Damn! That's so cool!
Fuecoco forgot Bite and learned Torch Song. Next, I caught a Pupitar and renamed them Poopy Poo. Childish out of 10. When going into this cave, I found an Umbreon and caught it with an Ultra Ball. I renamed them Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon. After defeating this trainer, Seuss Jr. forgot Sandstorm and learned Dig. I then defeated this other trainer and Fuecoco learned Shadow Ball and forgot Incinerate. I was trying to catch this Glimmet until... No!
Why do you Pokemon love to kill yourselves?
For some reason, this trainer had really OP Pokemon, and all my Pokemon fainted for the first time in the game. Fantastic. I came back for a rematch, and every time I wanted to attack with Goober, their second Pokemon would shoo him away.
Why are you so scared of Goober? Huh?
Thankfully, Fuecoco sent him to the Shadow Realm. Also, Fletcher learned Aerial Ace and forgot Peck. After defeating Moist Critical, Demodog forgot Beat Up and learned Torment. I beat this one trainer, and Leslie, after all this time, after hours of gameplay, finally receives her first bug-type move. They forgot False Swipe and learned X Scissor. A second attempt later, and I catch this Glimmet and renamed them Horrific, because they're an ore Pokemon, and they were horrific looking. And after all that, I finally arrived outside the Dark Crew base. Next day. Now that I've arrived at the Dark Crew base, all I had to do was defeat these goons, talk with Old Man Clive, finish the Star Barrage challenge, which was really easy by the way, it's not really a challenge, and finally meet the boss, Giacomo. I use Flamethrower and it instantly defeats the Pawnier. Next, something I wasn't expecting, was to fight the vehicle that Giacomo was on. Oh, attacking the car? The car tried to attack me, but Fuecoco dodged it with these, and attacked back with Torch Song, nearly killing the Pokemon, or car, vehicle, whatever you call it. The car bumped me pathetically, and I finished him off. Giacomo got so beat up so badly, he had a flashback, and he gave me a badge.
Hey, we cool now.
Clive comes in and asks Giacomo some questions about their organization and Big Boss, but Giacomo was like, I don't even know that dude, I don't know who that is, who are you? After exiting, Cassiopeia lets me know someone is going to drop off some stuff for me, and it turns out to be that one person I saved from the start of the game, you know, the first video, and we learned that their name is Penny, and that she's a hacker. The next stop I had planned was to go for the Lavencia gym, but noticed the fire crew was on the way there, so screw it, we ball. I arrived there and rinse and repeat the same process from earlier, and we have arrived at our battle with Mila? I'm gonna say Mila, the boss of Team Star's fire crew. Mila sends out Torkoal and I send out Goober, and Mudshot nearly one-shotted her Pokemon. Torkoal uses Flame Wheel, however, which, I mean, it just tickles Goober, and I use Mudshot to finish her Pokemon. Her vehicle runs into Goober full speed, and I got dealt some good damage. I tried using Poison Jab, but it didn't do as much damage as I would have liked. I spent a couple turns trying to kill this car, but it did take a while because I had to use some potions. But eventually, one last Mudshot defeated it. And just like Giacomo, she was defeated to the point of having a flashback of the good old days, rewarding me with another badge.
Ah, thank you, lady.
Oh yeah, also this Charcadet named Charlos got reunited with Mila, but like that's not super important information. And Clive asked them some questions of the interrogation kind. She goes, "You ever heard of the Operation Star?" And I say, "I'm out of here." Oh, and Cassiopeia responds suspiciously to hearing Mila's name. Penny drops off some supplies, and she meets Koraidon for the first time.
Somebody help!
On my way to the gym, I catch a Tauros and rename them Bullseye. They're a bull. Moving on. Next, I caught a Magnemite and renamed them Screwball. Screwball, that guy a little screwy, he a little wacky, little wacko boy. I caught a Grimmer, and at the time of reporting, the Grimace Shake meme was like a big thing, so I renamed them Grimace. And honestly, that fits really well. I caught a Curly, and I thought they looked a lot like Cosmo, like that one character from Sonic X, and so that's what I renamed him to. They have balls, they have balls, they have balls, they have balls, and they got balls, they got balls, they got balls, they got balls, Pokeballs, they got balls. So I don't even know why I'm saying that, but anyways, Pneumonia calls me up and says, "Hey, wanna fight?" And I say, "Sure, I got time to whoop your ass." I'm pretty sure I was too overpowered for her because Goober was able to one-shot all of her Pokemon, so now that that's over, let's finally enter the gym. This gym's challenge was to be a part of the gym leader's live stream, which, I mean, seemed pretty easy enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Lono Zone. What the hell? What the hell? Am I being recorded live stream style? Hey, hey, hey! Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? Lono, I'm the gym leader here. Hello, hello, hola, ciao and bonjour. Oh snap! Look at you, already a master of Lonoese. Lonoese? If you want to battle me, you're gonna have to help me make this live stream a viral hit. Well, anywho, Mark, since you're today's challenger, I'm gonna have you play hide and seek with Mr. Walksabout here. Find Mr. Walksabout. He's right there. So there are two types of challenges that Lono gives us to complete hide and seek, and defeating her simps. Both were pretty easy, honestly, so we can just jump forward a bit. Now that we've completed everything, we can start the battle for the gym badge.
It's Mark! Yay!
Ugh, oh, jeez. Alright, this trainer is so far my favorite, though, honestly. I like their energy and stuff.
Lono sends out a Watt Roll, and I send out Seuss Jr. Seuss Jr. uses Slash, which one-shots the buzzer, but Lono then sends out Belly Bolt, which was the first time I've seen this Pokemon, and I got a little spooked by it, not gonna lie. I decided to use Dig, which meant Belly Bolt missed their attack, whilst I absolutely destroyed them in return by coming out of the ground beneath them, like Naruto during his fight with Neji in the Chunin exams. Anywho, anime references aside, she brings out a Luxio, but Seuss Jr. again kills it in one shot using Bulldoze. She terrestrializes her Miss Magius? I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. And Seuss Jr. tries to defeat them with Slash, but it doesn't do as much damage as before. They then use the Confused Ray, forcing me to switch to Goober. Goober would also get hit with that Confusion Ray, but was still able to defeat the Miss Magius with the Poison Jab, earning us the gym badge. And there you have it. That wraps up day 5.
So there you have it. 5 more days of playing Pokemon Scarlet. Down the drain, in the bag, in the backpack, ready to go. I don't know where to go where am I going? It's crazy to think that it's crazy to think that it's video 2 and Pokemon Scarlet came out like I don't know how many years ago. It's probably is there an S at that year? At the end of that year? I don't even know. But we're still not even like probably halfway through the game. So as I said before in the first part of the video where I was talking to you guys in the face cam, I've been wanting to talk about how I feel whenever I edit these kinds of videos. I do not enjoy editing these kinds of videos, right? If you guys been watching any other videos on this channel, you all know that the Pokemon video is the only video that's kind of like in that sort of commentary style, and you know this video is included because it's in the same style as the last video. But I typically don't edit that way. I tend to edit in the other ways that like in the most other gaming videos that we make. That's kind of the general way that I tend to edit. And this kind of editing style, as you can tell, it takes longer for me to upload. The way that I go about things, I like to do things in order. And so having this video just always be in the back burner, like in the back of my mind, and always being like, I gotta get this video out before I can upload this video, it did not help when making this video. So in the future, the one thing, we'll start with one option that most people who watch the Pokemon videos will not like. I don't upload Pokemon videos anymore because I do not have fun editing them, really. 2, I just changed the way I upload them, kind of the editing style, so no more of this kind of commentary. Like, it's just very monotonous, or just kind of boring, the way that I always have to editing I caught this Pokemon, then I caught this Pokemon, next I caught this Pokemon. Editing that is so boring. Or 3, we play a different Pokemon game. I know that a lot of people have been saying in the comments in the last video that like, dude, you're playing the worst Pokemon video, like the worst Pokemon game. I mean, this is the worst Pokemon game. Or like, people couldn't believe that it was my first time playing a Pokemon game with Scarlet. Like, yes, it was my first time. I don't play Pokemon, okay? That was my first Pokemon video, my first Pokemon game. Believe it, some people just don't do things or don't watch things, and it could be their first time. Like, it's not a big issue. Maybe the next video that I make on Pokemon won't be edited in this same style, the commentary sort of style, or whatever you want to call it. So it will be in a different style, maybe more towards the kind of gaming style that I tend to have. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about, is the future of these Pokemon videos. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and tap/click the notification bell to be notified of every video we make. And have a happy new year, man. It's 2024 probably by the time I've uploaded this. Here's to another great year. It can't be!